Welcome to Conscious Creation with actress, author, and healer Dee Wallace. If you want to take charge of your life, really take charge of your life, the next hour will be a fun, enlightening experience in creating the life you want. Whether it's money, health, success, or relationships, join Dee in celebrating the power of you and see your life expand into joyful creation. And now, here's Dee.
Hello, all you amazing, fabulous, just awesome, so very loved, and sexy people. Good morning. I can't believe it's over a week now that my little baby's married. She's so funny, you guys. She sends me pictures and FaceTimes me every day about this incredible honeymoon in Bora Bora. Let me tell you, she leads a charmed life, and I'm happy to say that I was part of it. And a big part of what created all this for her. So, and as you are, because we're on this journey of love together, and the more we learn and live love, the more is created for us and for all the people that we love and for the world that we love. And, you know, it's just a family affair, all of us. So, I guess you all know by now, you probably have gotten the email. If you haven't, you need to let me know. Buppalopaloo is launched. The website is up. You can get there directly if you go to iamdwallace.com and scroll down to the middle of the page and click on Buppalopaloo, or you can go to www.buppalopaloo, just sound it out.com. I'm so excited that the little bear is being offered. We have the shipping in place now. Thank you for those of you that brought that to my attention. And yes, it will be going anywhere in the world that anybody wants, this little guy, to get this love out. This is really the beginning of, you know, teaching children at a very early age what we are all redefining for ourselves right now. And we've set so much of the core work here so that the children coming in won't have to search and refine and restructure their brain, that they can start with self-love right off the bat. We also have a Kickstarter campaign going, guys. I am so appreciative. There's so many of you that have participated in the Kickstarter. My heart says thank you. If you're participating with your prayers, with your visioning, any way you're participating to get this funded so we can get the new set of bears. We need the next order of bears. I paid for everything up to now from my own pocket, and now I need a little bit of help if we're going to get it out to television shows like Ellen and people like that you know, really want a lot of giveaway bears to get the word out. So anyway, thank you. Thank you. Thank you from my heart. I'm sending you much love and much gratitude for participating in any way that you can. And I want to remind you about our webinar, The Christ Consciousness, and why it's so important right now and what actually it is, because there's so much confusion around the words Christ Consciousness. September 29th, 7 to 9. If you've never participated in one of our webinars, you know how bloody powerful they are. Just quite extraordinary. And I have some information continuing about the Christ Consciousness that the channel wanted me to bring in before we go into the calls. If you want a very simple definition of what the Christ Consciousness is, it's being in the state of love while you're in embodiment. That's really what Christ represented. I am love, I speak love, I heal with love, I exude love, I bring the vibration of love with me. And what that's doing and what it does, the more we live in the vibration of love, is literally changing our DNA. So they want you to know that this is not just a spiritual journey. This is a physical journey that is literally changing the DNA for, future generations to come and for ourselves. Now, they want to remind us, the channel wants to remind us that we must keep our chakras, which are our energy centers, open, balanced, and spinning in the right direction. So that's just a direction that you need to be sure that you give yourself every morning. I'm directing my chakras to be open, balanced, spinning in the right direction. And that's not only the major 7 chakras, but the chakras above and below your embodiment also. They have to be open, balanced, and spinning in the right direction to hold the state of love. And what happens is, from fear or anger or anything that we have to protect ourselves from, we close our chakras up and we shut our chakras. So when we come from love, you cannot hold 2 places at once. When we come from love, there is no place for fear and anger and judgment and all that stuff. So make sure that those chakras are open. And then we have been asked to direct the opening, balancing, and spinning in the right direction for the chakras of the universe. So we're all coming forward in this moment to do that right now. The channel is also asking us, you have to let the love out. Quit hiding it. Express it. And that's part of the journey, the little bear, is to teach children and us and your preteen girls that are so threatened with their self-esteem, to teach all of us to declare our love for ourselves. The more we love ourselves, obviously, the more open and balanced our chakras are going to be. And then to direct our hara line to be straight, strong, and through the ID point around knowing that the love is always returned to you. So let's stop a moment now. We're directing our chakras to be open, balanced, spinning in the right direction. We are choosing to live and send out all these frequencies of love and this state of love. And we are directing our hara line to be straight, strong, and through the ID point in the knowing that that love is always returned to us. And so it is. Is there anything new that's just come in? Because the hara line came in literally 5 minutes before the show started. So I think we're going to proceed, yes, we are, to the calls. And Phyllis, we're going to start with you, Baby Cakes. Hi, you're on.
Good morning, Dee. How are you?
I'm good.
Great. Congratulations with everything going on.
Yeah.
It's just great.
Next time I want y'all to say, congratulations, Dee. You had a week in Hawaii with nothing going on.
Okay, yeah, you need to do that. But, I'm just kind of wondering what the heck is going on with me. This is like, I'm listening to the past shows and everything. Okay, I know making decisions and committing, but...
Well, see, it's the butt that gets you in trouble, Phyllis. And I got the voice reprimanded me a couple of times this week because I would go, okay, really, what is this about? Why can't I? And they went, no, just do it. Just go back into love. There isn't any reason anymore that you can't be love and express love. So just go back into it with no reason at all and switch yourself right now. Because we've kind of been trained in searching for what the truth is. We've been trained to look at what is wrong and what needs to be fixed. Now we know we know where to go, Phyllis. We know the state to live in. So give me what's going on with you so we can point this out to you and everybody.
Okay, well, I went back to Mexico in August for work and some vacation, and then when I got there, it was just like, like a sort of a deep breath. It's like, I'm home, and I just in the space, and I was like, I'm coming back, and then I come back here, and it's just, there's just this conflictedness, I come back here, and it's, I love the weather, but, I don't,
Here being Hawaii, you mean?
Yeah, and then, it just, I'll just give an example. Friday night, somebody called me for my job and just was very angry about some decision I made about something. I was managing an event, and then I was like, okay, I'm sorry. So then Saturday morning I go to the event, and all these people are like, why didn't you make that decision? I was like, well, I got, and then the decision I would have got made, so I'm like kind of tired of this, I don't feel like I'm in the right.
Well, okay, but let's stop.
Yeah.
So
okay.
The highest word we're going to is conflict, that we're in conflict about making decisions, and I have something present in my life that's going on. I go yes 1 minute, and then I go no the next minute. So that tells us we're conflicted in ourselves. If we're conflicted in ourselves, then people and circumstances are going to come forward to add conflict because we have not clearly directed and decided what we want. And that's what you're describing.
Okay.
So, hold on. There's three things about conflict, which means us not being totally on board 100% with ourselves. So there's three things they want to give us. The first thing is we're going to the sheets. First sheet, 1 through 5. Okay, we're going to part of the statement on number 3 on the first page. There. Okay, I am the charge that creates. There's still conflict around. Hold on. I want to make these notes so when we get off we know where to go. Okay. So, in other words, there's still, the words they're giving me are namby-pamby. We're still a little namby-pamby about going, no, this is my decision. I've made my decision, and I'm sticking to my decision. And if we don't do that, then the rest of the world is going to come in and try and mess with the decision we think we've made to show us that we're not all on board with it. Okay, the second thing is sheets. But give me a song.
New York, New York.
Okay. It's a wonderful town. The Bronx is up and the Battery's down. People ride in a hole in the ground. Those are the words that we need. Okay, so we're going to the Bronx is up and the Battery's down. Don't ask me why I remembered those words.
All I thought was be a part of it. New York, New York.
Well, yeah, but you see, the Bronx and the Battery are all the parts of it. So, again, we're not integrated. That's the highest message. We're not integrated into the whole of our decision. Now,
yeah,
I know I wrote an e-blast about this a couple of weeks ago. So this has got to be a part of the Christ consciousness, and I'm getting that it is. So let's get number 3, and then we'll put it all together. Sheets. Give me a movie.
Oh, man. I just got this movie I just saw. It's a small film called Ronnie Bodine.
Okay, what's it about?
it's starring Wes Studi's Indian. He lives in New Mexico, but it's this guy whose neighbor gets arrested, and he's this sort of like drunk Indian guy, and then he has to take in their 2 kids, so he teaches them to, gamble and go out and swindle people.
So what would you say the movie is about? What's the moral? What's the statement of the movie?
Oh, for me, it was just, I liked the filmmaker. It was just fun. It was just funny, silly.
Okay.
That's the way I looked at it. It was just funny, silly. I'm going to make this movie, and I got Wes Studi to be in it, and it's just fun because the guy's really creative and funny.
Well, I think, and that's the highest word. Fun and light. Fun and light. Those are light as in light and happy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we get this message from the channel quite a bit, that if we want to create what we want, we need to do it with fun and lightness and joy, right? But it's very difficult to do that until you commit to your decision, because until you commit to your decision, there's a lot of conflict. It's that moment of choice again, guys, where we go, the moment of choice is our freedom. So they don't even want to ask, the channel doesn't want us to ask, why aren't we doing this anymore? The channel just wants us to do it. I'm the charge that creates, so I've got to integrate all of me into what I want and have a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah, so I guess I got to really know what I want.
Exactly. And when I say we know what we want, I get a no.
Yeah.
All right, so let's find out where we're falling out there. There's one thing. We're going back to the sheets, and we're going to a core belief. This is interesting. This page here, here. Okay. My intellect, which means my mind, not the brain, but my mind and my heart, can't integrate into the whole because I'm off balance of incorrect female and male powerful energy. Well, let's simplify that. So in other words, we are hormonally out of balance, which creates is the highest word, yes, our mind and our heart fighting each other. So our mind, our heart goes, oh, this feels really good. And then our mind goes, you better watch out. Let's look at this. Let's question this. But no, this feels really good. If when I just go with it, it feels really good. Yeah, but you better watch out. What if this? And what if that?
Yeah.
I identify with that totally, with the situation that's going on in my life. So let's all come together now and correct female and male powerful energy, that there is a balance there, that they're both in balance, they're in balance with each other, and that creates our mind and our heart working together in a totally integrated, harmonious way toward knowing and committing to what we want that makes us happy. I get all the words? Yes, and so it is. So we're directing the energy of us to know that now, to be integrated together into going to my heart first, allowing my mind to integrate and agree with my heart. And it's fear, they're clearly saying fear. You get the hit from your heart, and then fear goes, oh, you better bring your mind in to question this. And now they're showing me that that story from Neil Donald Walsh's book, Conversations with God, about you see the bum on the street, down the block, and you go, oh, I should give him something. And you reach in your pocket, and you've got a $5 bill, and you've got some pennies, and you've got a nickel. And as you're walking, you go, oh, my gosh, I can't just give him pennies, and even a nickel isn't too much. But, gosh, the $5 bill, that's too much. And by the time you go through all this, you're past him, and the moment's gone, and it wasn't his moment, it was your moment. But your mind so got in the way of you being able to give him that $5 bill and experience your own greatness and your own plentiness, that you couldn't follow your heart. So can you see how that worked with this experience that you just went through, Phyllis?
Yeah, and I guess I'm conflicted because my heart wanted to come here, like really bad. I mean, really, it was just like, come here to Hawaii.
Yeah. Well, your heart can change where it wants to go,
Really?
Well, sure.
Okay.
Things complete themselves, honey. Relationships complete themselves. And a relationship with a place completes itself, too. I had one of the largest acting studios in L.A. for 18 years. I got up every morning and couldn't wait to go teach. And then one morning I got up and went, it's done. And 3 months later I closed the studio. For everything there is a season. So don't argue with if your season is changing. You got to go back to the heart and feel what your heart wants to do now, Phyllis.
Okay, I need to get clear on that then.
Yeah. And
I'm not.
And when we really get out of our minds, our heart is very clear. Very, very clear. When we stop looking at the but what if, and let me weigh this, and let me be sure, and let me look at all, if you just go to your heart, it tells you right away. Okay?
Okay.
All right, darling. That was
right.
An awesome. I know we took a lot of time with this.
Yeah.
But this is up for everybody, and it's a big part of living the Christ consciousness, which is, again, being in the state of love and embodiment. That means you don't take yourself out of the state of love with your mental masturbation. Thanks for calling in, sweetheart.
Thanks, Dee. Love you.
I love you, too. All righty, and we're going to go to Deeka. What's up, baby?
Oh, hi, Miss Dee. Thank you so much for those YouTube videos of the father-daughter dance and the bride dancing for the husband. That brought so much joy.
Oh, thank you. She's referring to my daughter's. If you go to YouTube and put in Stone Quinn Wedding or Quinn Wedding, there's the father-daughter dance, and there's the flash mob dance that she did for her groom. You'll have a lot of fun. Thanks, Deeka. Yeah, I wanted to share all that with everybody.
That was lovely. Well, obviously, my attitudes must be really interfering with my body.
Yep.
And I think this is a pattern I've had for a long time I keep chipping away on. I walk, at least 2 miles every day, and now my...
Okay, stop, Deeka. They're saying the channel wants you to be very clear why you walk 2 miles a day every day.
To exercise my dogs and to get me going, to get oxygen in my body and to keep the weight off.
Okay. So there's a big part of age in there also, Deeka.
Yes, I was aware of that, and
okay.
I work on that. And
I'm going to go walking because I don't want to get old. I'm going to go walking because I don't want my body to betray me. so I need the exercise. Okay? Now, our intention sets exactly where our focus is on. So you're out and you're walking, but energetically your focus is on, I'm not going to get sick and I'm not going to get old.
On the not.
Okay.
Okay, I get that. And also my weight, I went on the JJ Virgin diet, which it was wonderful, and I lost 30 pounds, and now I'm back up because I don't want to have those protein shakes every morning. It doesn't seem like real food to me, and I like cake and ice cream.
Okay, and I'm going to give you exactly what the channel gave me. Yes, but you don't believe cake and ice cream can create the body that you want. See, so I'm not going to have those protein shakes because they don't taste like real food. And so I have to give up myself with the protein shakes to get what I want because I don't believe real food can give me the body that I want. So, again, you see, we're in conflict, aren't we, with what we want and what we believe.
Well, I say everything I eat makes me thinner and healthier now. Maybe I don't believe that.
You don't.
Okay, well, there we go with the doubt and disbelief stuff.
Well,
again.
and therein, that's why we're in conflict, and that's why they gave us in the beginning, you got to make sure your chakras are open, balanced, spinning in the right direction, and your hara line, which is what keeps you in your knowing, straight, strong, and through the ID point around, love creates everything exactly the way I want it to be, including my body.
Yes, I've written that down, and then I also throw in, I evoke the formula and the symbol and the golden light and the violet flame to push away any negative energy and balance me.
Okay.
You taught us that too.
Yes, and that was a long time ago.
Okay.
That was so long ago, it was last week.
Oh.
So, again, everybody listen to my words. Just do it. So, do you have a love place, Dika?
In my heart with dogs and my horses.
Yeah. Okay,
yeah.
So I want you to go to your love place. Everybody go to your love place.
Okay.
Okay. Now, every time you think about your body, that's the way it should feel.
Okay.
Yes. You see, you never leave that place. In any subject that you're working with, you go to the state of love, the Christ consciousness. And you hold that around your body. You hold that around your relationships. Because when you are there, you can't help but know. So the next time you get pissed off at somebody, you don't ask why, and we don't have to go through such ramifications. We had to go through all those because we had to learn and break down the walls of us that had been built up. But now it's literally living in the vibration of love, choosing it in every moment. That's where the challenge is now. So if you're doing something to fix something or because you're afraid of something or I better do this or I won't be something, that intention is not coming from the state of love that will create what you want. So you've just automatically got to bring yourself back to that. Now, you see, what's interesting is you can bring yourself back to the state of love with the protein shakes, and you can bring yourself back to the state of love with the ice cream and cake.
I see, yes.
But you haven't been doing it with either one, they're saying.
I'm out of love.
With yourself, yeah.
With self, yes.
You got it, didn't you?
Yeah, I do get it. I mean, I do. It makes everything simpler and also less expensive.
And yes, for sure. And when we do that, there is no conflict. The conflict falls away because we're clear when we're in the state of love. And by the way, when we're in a state of love, our chakras do open, spin in the right direction, and are balanced, and our heart line straightens right up. So you can do the chakras in the heart line to move yourself back into the state of love, or you can just go to the state of love. See, that was just given to us right now. Okay?
That was wonderful, Dee. Thank you so much.
You bet, Vika. Thank you for bringing all of that in. Boy, we're just opening up some really interesting things here. All right, Jean in Massachusetts. What's up, baby?
Hi, Dee. Jean Mariah.
So nice to hear from you.
I had a chance to congratulate you on the wedding and everything else that's going on.
Thank you.
And I think it's all wonderful. And I saw Kurt's painting, and he's unbelievable.
Oh, my gosh. It's so beautiful.
Terrific.
Cherish that forever.
Yeah. So anyhow, I called last June because I was starting to get discomfort in my left hip at work. And so I cut back my hours to 3 days instead of 4. Well, it's afternoons. And it got better. But we also had summer help because the volume is intense on Cape Cod at TJ Maxx in the summer. And but the students are now going back to Europe and other countries that they came from, and the volume's the same. And now I'm alone in the dressing room with anywhere from 80 to 100 people within a 4-hour period. My left knee started to buckle this week.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, my God. Because I really like this.
Okay, yes. Oh, my God, and you're the God.
I know. I say it every morning.
Okay, so, Jean, you have 2 choices.
Yes.
You can go, okay, I'll handle whatever I can handle, the best that I can handle it. Or you can go, guys, I can't handle all this. There's 80 people here. If you really want security here, you need to bring on another person to support me.
Yeah. Well, that's easy.
I mean, you can quit too, but you've done that before, and that's not your answer.
No, I don't want to quit.
So when you go to love for yourself, you see, if you truly love yourself, you don't allow yourself to go into the overwhelm. That's not a thought that is a loving thought. That's not a thought that God would have toward itself, is it? That I can't handle it. I can't create calm. I can't create this situation supporting me. Those aren't love thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
Those are fear thoughts. So I love myself, and I'm going to deliver to myself a way to create this easily and effortlessly and joyfully for myself. And that can be within myself, and that can be asking for help.
I have asked for help, and I am getting help more than I ever had before.
Okay.
When I pick up the phone now and say, I need help right now, the managers come in and help with the process.
Good. Okay, good for you.
Yeah.
So, a few years ago, you wouldn't have done that, Jean.
No, a year ago I wouldn't.
Into overwhelm
there a year.
And broken down. So our legs, guys, and legs are happening with a lot of people right now because it's about moving into your power and moving into your success. And I had 3 days of leg pain before we launched Bapalopolo. And I knew exactly what was going on, and I kept going to my love place and saying, my little legs, I can handle this. I am walking into my power joyfully. It's time. I deserve it. I love me. I'm worth it. And then it dissipated and it went away. Because the launch of the bear was coming up exactly on the day of the wedding. That's a lot to handle.
Yep.
without going into those old messages of, oh, my God, there's so much I should be overwhelmed. And I've got to really monitor myself because being the actress I am, I love the drama. And being the humans we are, we love the drama. Oh, look how much I'm doing. Oh, my God, can I handle it?
Yeah, I know. I do that.
That's not a love. Well, that's not a love thought toward ourselves, though.
Yeah.
You see? So they want to give you a core belief to work with also. Hang on.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. I'll never be good enough, so I leave. And the way you leave is you leave your body. The energy stops flowing because there's an imaginary line, if you will, Jean, that says, oh, I can handle it up to 79 people, but, oh, my God, when it hits 80, it's all over. We all have those imaginary lines. Right?
I think underneath, because I turned 70 this year, I don't want to feel like I'm too old for this.
Well, then
can't
don't.
do it like the young people.
Then don't. And I'm going back to Dika. Where's your attention then? You see, your mind is doing that. You're not doing that. So to think we ever get too old, I mean, our bodies were originally made to last a long, 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 long time. We have made up the fact that they have to die early. Look at the drama in that. So, again, let's just get the highest intention for our bodies and for aging here. My intention is to live in joy and love a really long time.
Perfect.
Hold your focus on that from your love place. Can you feel the difference in that?
Yeah.
Oh, my God, I'm 70. I don't want to get old. Yeah. We're hypnotized in this country, guys, to fear getting old and to think we are old as soon as we start 50. Mute the advertisements or sit there consciously and go, thank you very much for this message, but I'm in perfect health, and I create myself in perfect health. And I'm claiming that for everybody hearing this advertisement. Because you'll get hit 50 times in an hour in TV, hypnotizing you to be sick, literally.
Yeah, I don't pay attention to that. I'm actually very healthy. I weigh 123 pounds. I don't look my age.
Well, good.
I'm happy about that.
Well, good. Then don't start worrying about it just because you're 70.
Yeah.
Celebrate the reality of the love of who you are, Jean. Okay?
Thank you.
You bet, baby. Go get him.
Thank you. Love you.
Bye. Love
Bye-bye.
you, too. And we're going to Catherine in San Francisco. Hi, honey. You're on.
Hello.
What can we do for you, honey?
What's blocking me from finding a new place to live? I think I've been doing all the right positive thinking, manifesting, being grateful, and now time is up.
Yeah, they want to give you one thing, and that's, well, basically, what action have you taken? Other than the positive thinking and all that, what action have you taken?
Right. I'm on Craigslist like 5 times and writing 20 emails to everyone, all the places I see.
Okay, and you're in New York?
SF.
Oh, you're in San Francisco. Okay. And what kind of place are you looking for?
A share.
To share an apartment?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we're going to, I don't know why I had to ask those questions before we could get to this core belief, but I did. We're going here, 40. Okay, here, well, this kind of, is our sub-theme for the show, too. I have to struggle to conquer. So they're saying if you look at a lot of your life, you can see your beliefs in struggle, and that you have to struggle to get what you want. You have got to replace that core belief, and then the place automatically is delivered to you.
Yeah, the funny thing, it's usually not apartments. Like I have struggled with career, but usually apartment, it does happen the next day. And so this is the first time, big city and everything. But
well, what the channel is saying is because this is going to make you mad as hell so that you don't take it anymore.
Oh.
And go, I'm not, I've had it with this struggle stuff. Not going to do it anymore. That's, again, if we are the highest gods of us that we can be, is that a loving thought that we want to create ourselves with, is that I have to struggle to conquer and get what I want. Not a loving thought, is it? A loving thought is the universe just creates everything for me easily and effortlessly because I am integrated in knowing what I want. So that's the second thing they're bringing in is you're not clear about what you want. You're fighting yourself because you go, this is what I want, but this isn't possible. Is that true?
Probably with the rent prices here.
Okay. So what happens then, guys, if we say this is what I want, but I know it's not possible? You might as well just go back to bed and not even take any action steps because you've already directed the outcome. We have to know that all things are possible. We don't have to know how they're going to work out, but I'm worth it. I deserve it. I love myself. I'm going to take all the steps that I can take to create this, and now universe, come in and work with me. We've got to get this done. Okay? So those are your answers. Get those things in alignment and keep going back to your heart about what you want and just living there, and the place should be delivered to you. And
Great.
If anybody's in San Francisco and has a place to share, email me, and we'll try to bring you together on the show next week. Okay, thanks for calling in, honey.
Thank you.
Yep, you bet. And we're going to Anna in New York. Hi, sweetheart.
Hi, thank you so much, and congratulations on having a restful week in Hawaii after a fabulous party.
That's the plan, yeah. Hey, I got to get my little bear out. That's my joy right now, Get this Kickstarter funded, and we've already had quite a few sales for the bear, so it's an exciting time. It's like having a baby,
Yay! Yes, this is a baby, right, exactly.
You bet. And what can we do for you, sweetheart?
So I would like to know what core belief I have that's blocking me from receiving the ideas or the gifts of doing my true work, or along those lines where I'm receiving ideas or prosperity or...
Well, when I say you've asked, I get a no.
Oh.
You've asked what your block is, but you literally have not asked for all the divine guidance and all the new... That all has to do, everybody, with opening your pituitary and pineal. And allowing all of the new thoughts are the key word, the new thoughts, the new ideas to be delivered to you. Okay? So, again, why would you not ask? What happens, and you've seen this on the show now already today, is that we decide before we ask that it's either going to be hard or we can't do it or we're not worthy or it's not possible or whatever that is, which puts us into conflict with ourselves. And then we become the God of us going, well, I know what I want, but I can't have it.
Mhm.
And that God is going to give you both things at the same time, which means stalemate, right?
Correct.
Okay. So what's your passion?
My passion is to have fun doing whatever I do, and I've done a lot of different types of careers, and currently I'm doing healing modalities.
Okay. But when I say the healing modality is what you're asking for new ideas and guidance about, I get a no.
And I think that's the conflict that I'm experiencing.
Well, sure.
I have the impression that I am asking, so clearly there's something or some way that I'm not aware of that I'm not asking for guidance.
The word they're giving me is commitment.
Okay.
So there's a part of you that's going, if you prove to me that this is where I'm supposed to go, then I'll really ask. But it works the other way around. You got to go, okay, I'm asking.
Mhm.
I am asking for this bear to get out worldwide.
Mhm.
I am asking to be funded now. You got to ask for what you want, and somebody wrote me, and I think this kind of sums it up, guys. Somebody wrote me and said, Dee, I love your work, and I've been a follower for a long time, but all you asking us to support you with the bear, it just rubs me the wrong way. And I wrote back to her, and I said, and therein lies your problem everywhere, because if you're saying this to me, you're afraid to ask for yourself.
Mhm.
We've got to ask for what we want. We've got to come forward now and trust the universe and go, yes, my friends will support me. Yes, the universe will support me. Yes, the people that love me will support me because I'm supporting me. And I'm asking, go back to one of the first things we taught about the creative force. Ask and you receive.
Mhm.
Don't doubt and receive. So don't doubt yourself as a healer, Anna.
Mhm.
Know that you are, and then ask for divine guidance about how you can be the greatest healer ever.
Great.
You understand?
Mhm.
Is there anything else? No, I thought I felt something else coming in. Okay, thank you, darling, for calling in. That applies to absolutely everybody. How... and now they're showing me legs and knees and stuff. Back to Jean and me. You can't be conflicted about stepping out in your power and asking for what you want because you will feel it in your body, basically. Your body is going, you're trying to move forward, but you're trying to hold yourself back at the same time, and we know that doesn't work. And Akiko, I haven't heard from you for a while. Hi, sweetheart. How are you?
Hello? Hello?
Yes, hi.
Hello?
Yep, you're on.
Oh.
Akiko, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can
yes,
you hear
I
me?
can hear you too. What can we help you with?
Oh, hi. Hi. I'm calling. A number of things came up. Hi, how are you? And there's some health issues that I had a doctor's appointment, and there's a lump on my breast, for one, and I guess it's telling me something. I am not 100% sure what it's trying to...
Okay, I have your answer.
Yes.
I have an answer. Is it the answer? Yes. You need to move forward in nurturing yourself. And I believe when you were out here for Creation Station, we worked on that very thing also, Akiko. And it really is what the show has been about, is stepping forward in the true love and nurturing of ourselves and how wonderful we are and how great we are, and just really standing in our power. Your breast and your uterine and cervix, any of those problems or challenges health-wise are about nurturing the female side of you, loving you, embracing you, supporting you in your creative endeavors and in the creation of you. And women these days, I am woman, hear me roar. We have moved into equality with men in a lot of places, but by doing that, we have negated the nurturing of the divine feminine within ourselves. And we have to get that balance back, because when that goes out of balance, it shows up in our bodies.
Okay. So the nurturing, is it something specific, meaning that in some specific area of my life, or just in general?
Well, it's in general and it's specific. So every thought about Akiko is how beautiful you are, how talented you are, how powerful you are, how what you want is worth listening to and honoring, all of that.
Oh, wow.
Yes. You see, and that's where we're all at right now. That is, in the snap of a finger, living the Christ consciousness. Is every thought that I'm thinking about me a loving thought?
Okay.
Is it a supporting thought? Is how I look at the world. If I'm looking at the world through any fear or judgment, that is not loving other energy, and when I don't love other energy, I don't love myself. And then our bodies break down. That's why it's so important, this subject that we're covering in this next webinar, is literally living the vibration of love, because it affects every subject in our lives, our bodies, our money, our success, our divine ideas, right, our aging, everything. This is the core of it. And again, that's why I created Bapalopaloo, so that children now are going to get this at a very, very early age, instead of trying to find it like we are again and bringing ourselves back to it. So that's, just spend a lot of time loving yourself, Akiko, and thank the spot in your breast for bringing this to your attention, and that it can release itself now, that you have every intention to support and love yourself from this time forward. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you, darling.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, that summed it up really perfectly, the whole show and the message. Are you going to accept it or not, everybody? Are we going to walk the talk, or are we going to keep studying and doing the same thing and then saying, why can't I? The fix is very easy. Move into love. Even when you don't want to, move into love. That's the highest answer. Wow, I'm sorry, we spent a lot of time, more time on each call than we usually do and needed to. So just know you have the answer. Go live the answer. Practice being in the state of love and bringing yourself back to it. Guys, we've been learning it for over 2 years now. Until we meet again, love yourselves, and love yourselves more, because you know that's what it's all about.
Thanks for joining Dee on Conscious Creation. Visit her website at imdwallace.com for awesome downloads, archived shows, enlightening webinars, and amazing free offerings. Be sure to join us next week for Conscious Creation with Dee Wallace. And remember, loving yourself is the key to creation.